Over the years, our family's had a share of health problems.
So prescriptions are a part of our life.
Before we went to the big box store.
We both thought it would help us save. But with the long lines and impersonal service, filling prescriptions became a chore. That's when a friend recommended D&H.
Now Tristan knows our prescriptions. Brenda always helps us find the right vitamins. And after Dad's fall, Monica's been a real expert with all our home medical needs. All without the lines.
Trust and service.
That's our D&H.
Good morning and welcome to Radio Friends on this Thursday, February 28th. This is the last day of February. And tomorrow starts National Nutrition Month. We're going to talk about that. And then we're also going to do a little bit of celebrating on the last day, Black History Month. But let's start, first of all, with Aftan Bryant. Welcome. Welcome to Radio Friends, Central Missouri Dietetic Association. What is it you want to tell us about National Nutrition Month?
Well, I'd like to tell you about the theme for this year, which is Eat Right Your Way Every Day.
Okay. Eat right your way every day. So how does this work?
This year, we're really focusing on each person having an individualized nutrition plan because everyone's different and we want healthy eating to fit into your lifestyle, embrace your cultural traditions, and also address your healthcare concerns.
Right, and you have to enjoy what you're eating too.
Yes, and we want people to know that you can incorporate your favorite foods and those foods that you ate growing up into a healthy meal plan.
You can eat anything you want to eat as long as you eat it in moderation, right?
Correct.
And I've learned that from your organization.
Good.
Now the pyramid is gone, but what have you got here?
I brought you a sticker.
Uh-huh.
This is the new icon that replaced the food pyramid, which is the My Plate.
Okay, the My Plate. I had to put this is so tiny.
I know.
I had to put my glasses on to see this.
There are bigger ones.
Okay, you need to have about 1/4% fruit, a little bit more than 1/4% of vegetables, smaller than 1/4% of protein, and about 1/4% of grain, and then some dairy.
Right,
and
so you want to make half your plate fruits and vegetables, and then the remaining 2/4 whole grains, lean protein sources,
okay,
and then low-fat dairy.
And if you want more information on any of this, you can go to choosemyplate.com. Right?
.gov.
.gov.
Yes.
.gov. Okay.
And you can also find more information on National Nutrition Month at www.eatright.org.
Okay. All right. Well, Aftan, I thank you so much for coming by, and we're looking forward to National Nutrition Month and eating properly.
Great. Thank you for having me.
Good having you here. Now, I want to introduce you to two of my friends I have been waiting to have on here for a long time. Yvonne Mathews, Lincoln University, and you brought a surprise guest along, Dr. Mable Grimes. Good to have you here, Mable.
Thank you.
Been a long time. This is February 28th. It is the last day of Black History Month.
Yes.
So we have two of my favorite ladies on today in celebration of Black History Month. And you're going to do a poem, right?
Yes, we are.
Tell me about this poem before you go into it.
This poem is written by Mona Lake Jones, who was the poet laureate in Seattle, Washington. And we just figured that it was a fun poem, but depicted an experience in Black culture.
Yes, and it's talking about ladies' hair.
Yes, it is.
Now, I used to always refer these two ladies when they were on Pepper and Friends as being two sassy ladies. That's a good description, but I say it with love.
Okay.
Okay? So here they are, Yvonne Mathews and Mable Grimes with the poem Hair in honor of the last day of Black History Month. Take it.
It just isn't right. It simply isn't fair that a sister has so little control of her hair. You're never really certain of how your hair will be. You just do the best you can and then simply wait and see. You can get started early in the morning, way before dawn, or spend the entire afternoon in the beauty salon. You can press and curl and braid and bend, or you can choose to let it be natural again. You can mold it, pat it, brush it around, do everything you can to make the edges lie down. You can choose a new color or a perm to make it light. But it doesn't really matter. It all depends on fate. It just isn't right. It simply isn't fair that a sister has so little control of her hair.
Paul, there are times, some days, even your very best friend will make remarks about the condition your hair is in. I've seen grown women cry and loudly ask the question, why, on today of all days, am I being punished for my ways? I've heard women say never again and promise to make Jesus their friend. You see, so much depends on the look of your hair. It doesn't even matter what outfit you wear.
There are probably some who never even knew a single night's sleep can ruin a perfect do. Your hair can look gorgeous at night when you go to bed, but when you wake up, it's smashed against your head. Some women have contemplated going to court when the beautician has cut their hair too short, and then with an attitude proceeded to say, well, in a few weeks, your hair is going to look okay. I've seen women sitting, gripped with fear, worried that the hot iron will brand their forehead or their ear. The worst was when a husband in passion reached out for his wife one night, a curler poked him in the eye, and he nearly lost his sight. It just isn't right.
It simply isn't fair that a sister has so little control of her hair. Believe me, there are times, at least in places like Seattle, when the mist begins to fall and you know you've lost the battle. Or if the rain should happen to take you by surprise and your hair gets wet and begins to dry, it is sure to rise. Sometimes an extension or a wig is the only way a desperate woman can salvage the day. And if it weren't for hats, we wouldn't be forced to stay at home and communicate with folks via cell phone. I tell you all of this, I think you need to know. When you encounter a sister, no matter where you go, hair can affect her disposition in such a serious way. You have to watch what you do and be careful of what you say.
It just isn't right. It simply isn't fair that a sister has so little control of her hair.
That's beautiful. Two beautiful ones here today. Thank you, sisters. Okay. Dr. Mable Grimes and Yvonne Mathews, Lincoln University Extension. Pleasure to have both of you here today.
Pleasure to be here,
It's the last day of Black History Month.
Good to see you.
And your hat is beautiful, too. We're out of time. Our program directed by Travis McMillen of the Reynolds Journalism Institute. Audio is Pat Akers, KBIA. Our floor director is Charles Minshew, and our assistant producer and guest coordinator, Uncle James Mauser. Bye-bye.